Sermon number 222. Therein declare glory unto him in the mornings and the evenings, men whom neither merchandise nor any sale diverteth, from the remembrance of Allah, and constancy in prayer and paying the poor rate. They fear the day when the hearts and eyes shall writhe of the anguish. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Certainly, Allah, the Glorified, the Sublime, has made his remembrance the light for hearts which hear with its help despite deafness, see with its help despite blindness, and become submissive with its help despite unruliness. In all the periods and times when there were no prophets, there have been persons with whom Allah, precious are his bounties, whispered through their wits and spoke through their minds. With the help of the bright awakening of their ears, eyes and hearts, they keep reminding others of the remembrance of the days of Allah and making others feel fear for him like guide points in wildernesses. Whoever adopts the middle way, they praise his ways and give him the tidings of deliverance, but whoever goes right and left, they vilify his ways and frighten him with ruin. In this way, they served as lamps in these darknesses and guides through these doubts. There are some people devoted to the remembrance of Allah, who have adopted it in place of worldly matters so that commerce or trade does not turn them away from it. They pass their life in it. They speak into the ears of neglectful persons warning against matters held unlawful by Allah. They order them to practice justice and themselves keep practicing it, and they refrain them from the unlawful and themselves refrain from it. It is as though they have finished the journey of this world towards the next world, and have beheld what lies beyond it. Consequently, they have become acquainted with all that befell them in the interstice during their long stay therein, and the day of judgment fulfills its promises for them. Therefore, they removed the curtain from these things for the people of the world, till it was as though they were seeing what people did not see and were hearing what people did not hear. If you picture them in your mind in their admirable positions and well-known sittings, when they have opened the records of their actions and are prepared to render an account of themselves in respect of the small as well as the big things they were ordered to do but they failed to do, or were ordered to refrain from but they indulged therein, and they realized the weight of their burden, of bad acts, on their backs, and they felt too weak to bear them, then they wept bitterly and spoke to each other while still crying and bewailing to Allah in repentance and acknowledgement of their shortcomings. You would find them to be emblems of guidance and lamps in darkness. Angels would be surrounding them, peace would be descending upon them, the doors of the sky would be open for them, and positions of honor would be assigned to them in the place of which Allah had informed them. Therefore, He has appreciated their actions and praised their position. They call Him and breathe in the air of forgiveness. They are ever needy of His bounty and remain humble before His greatness. The length of their grief has pained their hearts, and the length of weeping their eaves. They knock at every door of inclination towards Allah. They ask Him whom generosity does not make destitute and from whom those who approach Him do not get disappointed. Therefore, take account of yourself for your own sake, because the account of others will be taken by one other than you.